Right, it's international break. Football content is pretty dry right now, so we're doing my Premier League team of the season so far after a certain amount of games. And I've been wrong about a lot of these players, a few new signings in there, and less another video where no Man United players make the team of the season. Unfortunately, I'll have to praise some rival players that I don't particularly like. But we're going to dive into my Premier League team of the season so far. If this video does well, I might do like videos like top 3 players in each position, Premier League, etc. But let's start with the goalkeeper. It's got to be Alisson Becker. I've put Vicario in as an honourable mention because the guy has been absolutely phenomenal, saving things left, right, and centre. But Alisson is the best goalkeeper in the league. Alisson is the best goalkeeper in the world, and Alisson shows that consistently. He is miles better than Ederson. I am saying this as a Manchester United fan. I'm saying this as a football fan. Alisson is the best goalkeeper in the world. Vicario has probably been, you can argue on form and status-wise, probably the most impressive this season, how good he's been for Spurs. But I've gone up with Alisson. There's a few other goalkeepers that have been decent, but even the statistics here all go in Alisson's favour. Highest save percentage, he's great on the ball. 10 goals conceded. He's been pretty solid. Onana's actually second for save percentage and Vicario's third. I will say this, Andre Onana made like 2 mistakes. The media went on and on about it. So there's this perception that Onana's been bad for United. But as a Man United player, Andre Onana's been one of our only good players this season. But goalkeeper is Alisson Becker. We're going into defence. Instead of doing like right back, left back, centre back, we've just got 4 defenders, 4 midfielders, 3 attackers. No, 4 defenders, 3 midfielders, 3 attackers. And starting off the defence has to be Kieran Trippier. The guy has created the most chances in the Premier League. I think he's got the most key passes, most big chances created, expected assists, all of that. Newcastle have the second most goals this season, and Kieran Trippier has been a massive part of that. He's been absolutely phenomenal for Newcastle, not only defensively, but going forward. He's a leader. He's so important. And if anyone doesn't rate Kieran Trippier, they're blind. He's a great player. He was at Spurs, he was decent, but Spurs was Spursy. People thought he was poor. Went to Atletico Madrid, won the league, proved his quality. Went back to Newcastle in a building project, has proven his quality. Great for England. Best right back this season, has been phenomenal the last year. And a lot of people wrote Kieran Trippier off very early, but the way he went to Spain to revive his career and how experienced he's been, you've got to give him a lot of credit for that. You've also got Bruno, Maddison, Ward-Prowse and Dominic Szboszlai up here with chances created, and some of them will be later on the list. But we've got to talk about the rock of the defence, Saliba and Van Dijk. 2 players that I don't think have really had a bad game this season. William Saliba, absolutely phenomenal. Van Dijk, absolutely phenomenal. I kind of put them together because I think they're 2-ish similar players. Like Virgil Van Dijk, a lot of people aren't talking about how good he's been this season because there was this high standard with Van Dijk and he's dropped off. But Van Dijk's got up to that high standard again. What Van Dijk and Saliba have is that strength and athleticism, which makes it so hard for opponents to get past them. And Van Dijk has been brilliant for Liverpool this year. No one's getting past him, whereas last season he was a bit iffy, recovering from his injury. And Saliba, again, is a bit like Van Dijk. He's a physical monster. Van Dijk's lost his pace a bit, but Saliba's got that pace. 1-on-1, you don't beat Saliba. He's a physical monster. He wins all his duels. He's strong. He's fast. He reads the game well. He's good on the ball. Saliba and Van Dijk, probably 2 of the best centre-backs in the Premier League right now. Diaz is up there. Stones is up there. But if I was taking one for Man United, it would be Saliba or Van Dijk. I'd probably go with Saliba just because he's younger. But prime Van Dijk, man, different gravy. And I've also got to put Micky Van De Ven in defence. Some people say you should put a left back in, okay, a doggy. But I've put Micky Van De Ven in because 4 defenders, 3 midfielders, 3 attackers for me, not an actual formation, because I think he's been brilliant for Spurs. I think he's been better than Romero. I think his absence is going to be noticed because of Spurs' lack of depth. But what I love about him is he's so quick. He covers a lot of ground. He's allowed Ange Postecoglou to play this expansive football, and he's partnered Romero really well. And while Spurs will leak goals because the style of football they play makes it easier for them to concede goals, Micky Van De Ven has been absolutely phenomenal, whether it's stopping counter-attacks, clearing out players, and he's so important to the way that Spurs play. And it's a shame he got injured because he's been unbelievable this season. Like, I couldn't make a team of the season and not put Micky Van De Ven in. Now, the midfield, and this is the most difficult decision, you've got to choose Rodri or Rice. You've got Rodri, who arguably is the best player in the world, but you've got Declan Rice that's been just as good this season at Arsenal. He's been absolutely phenomenal. You've got to pick one or the other. I would say you have to kind of maybe pick Rodri just because Rodri's the best in the world, but you can't have a team of the season without Declan Rice in because Declan Rice has been phenomenal this season. Both Rodri and Declan Rice are brilliant players. They're players that protect the back four. They stop their transition. They can carry the ball forward. They are the heart of their team. Rodri didn't play 3 games this season. Man City lost all 3. Declan Rice has not had a bad game for Arsenal. He's come and he's like their captain, he's like their leader. They're players with the ability to play as an 8 as well, but they are a 6. They can drive the ball forward, they carry the ball, they link the defence to the attack. They're the heart of their team, and they're both coming up with big goals in big games. It's really hard to separate them. I think you can go either way. I will probably go with Rodri because Man City are top of the league and I've already put an Arsenal player in there and it's Rodri. But I feel like Declan Rice should just be in there as well, if you get what I'm saying. It is really hard to come up with a team of the season because there's a lot of players that have been good, but like, have they been good enough to make team of the season? Like people say Cole Palmer, yeah, he's been really good, but has he been better than Salah? No, and I think that's one of those with certain players, even like Basuma's had a really good season, but has he been better than Rodri and Rice? No, there's a lot of players that have had a really good season, but they just can't make the team of the season because it's so hard. Going into the next position, I've gone with Dominic Szboszlai, a guy that I wasn't sure how he was going to do at Liverpool. I knew he was a good player, I knew he was a good signing, but I said Liverpool need to make sure they get that 6 signing in to get the best out of Szboszlai. La-di-da, la-di-da. I had a bit concerned there. Nah, Szboszlai's been unreal. Absolute monster of a player. You've seen his ball striking, how he hits the ball from long. Boom, wow. But you've also seen with Dominic Szboszlai, a guy that is completely press resistant, a guy that is comfortable picking up the ball from deep, and his ability to sort of move the ball up the pitch, break the lines, general involvement in build-up has been brilliant for Liverpool. They're not really missing that out-and-out 6-figure because Szboszlai does so much in breaking the line, receiving the ball off the centre-back, the way he can evade the press, the way he can dribble, the way he can pass, the way he can shoot from long, the way he positions himself. He can absolutely do it all. And another guy that seems to be doing it all is James Maddison. You can't have a team this season without Maddison. Unfortunately, he's got injured. Hopefully, it's not serious, but this guy, again, has been unbelievable for Spurs. His ability in the final third to create and make something happen is unmatched. He's there at the top of the box to score, but his involvement makes the Spurs side tick. He gets the ball from deep from the centre-backs. He has long passing range. He can get the ball up pitch. He has short passing range. He can break the lines. He can progress the ball. He can drop deep, pick up the ball, be involved on his pockets of space, rotate, and then he obviously has his best impact in the half space in the final third where he gets in that half space and can create things and make things happen. And this season, 3 goals, 5 assists in the Premier League in 889 minutes, basically a goal contribution every 100 minutes, nearly every game, has made Spurs tick. And it's not just about goals and assists, it's about his just involvement on all-round play, how he's getting involved constantly. Which brings us into the attack where the numbers were maybe a little bit more important. We're starting with Mo Salah. I think Mo Salah is one of those guys where every season goes under the radar. There's like, because he had that 30-goal Premier League season or something absolutely crazy, it's like if Mo Salah has another 25-goal season, which he's on track for, no one speaks about it because that's the norm for Mo Salah. But if any other player had a 25-goal season, everyone would be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. But it's the norm for Mo Salah. So I feel like people don't realise how good Mo Salah's been this season because it's such the norm for him to get these crazy numbers every season that when he does it, no one speaks about it. But if another player got those numbers, they would be deemed as better than Mo Salah, which I think is crazy. But he's got 12 goals and 4 assists in all comps this season, 16 goal contributions in 1,262 minutes. It's been brilliant for Liverpool. Him at home always pops up with a goal. You know he's going to score. The striker's got to be Haaland. Not been as good this season, but still the top scorer. Still Haaland, still scoring the goals. I think like Isak's been good. Callum Wilson's been good. Ollie Watkins has been good. There's a lot of players that have been good. Even people like Jarrod Bowen and Cole Palmer have been good, but you're just not Haaland and you're not Salah. Like the Haaland and Salah are on this different level. So that's why there's a lot of good players this season, but Haaland gets in there. Again, 17 goals, 4 assists, 21 goal contributions in 1,500 minutes. That's a goal and assist pretty much every game, just over that. Unreal. And then the final attack has got to be Son. He was really, really poor last season, but Maddison's kind of rejuvenated him. And Son and Maddison, bish, bash, bosh. Wow, they've been phenomenal. And again, Son, 8 goals, 1 assist. Coming up with the goals for Spurs, being really involved in play. And every time Son's one-on-one, I think he's going to score. So that is my Premier League team of the season. Let me know yours down below. I don't know how this video is going to do. It's very different. It's international break. I have a video on Timber and I have a video on Isak, but they're injured. So I'm like, do I release that video or is this not the right timing? There's a few videos I do have in mind, like Darwin Núñez as well, that I might do. But anyway, smash a like, smash a subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.